Okay guys, I am here at the Bruno Mars concert. I just bought these tickets 2 hours ago and I'm like, Kendall, you want to go see Bruno Mars?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta hit the reset button. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Darin Nakakihara and I am a 4th grade teacher in Southern California. This channel is all about the art of teaching. So if that's something you might be interested in, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. So this week is Red Ribbon Week. And as you know, if your school celebrates Red Ribbon Week, this is the week that we spend trying to educate our kids about drug prevention. Drug awareness? I don't know. It's all about teaching the kids how to stay away from drugs. Is it a good thing? Is it effective? I don't know, but I do know that a lot of it gets lost on some of the hoopla that happens during this week. But we really can't say that it's not good, right? Because the underlying factor here is we have to teach these kids somehow how to stay away from drugs, right? So on the surface, this is a good thing, you guys. Red Ribbon Week. So today is Wear Red Day. Tomorrow is Wear the Red Wristband that they're going to give out to us Day. And Wednesday is Crazy Sock Day. And Thursday is Sports Jersey Day. Oh, and Friday is Crazy Hair Day, which is every day for me. So this past weekend, I spent the whole weekend just prepping. I don't know about you guys, but I hate weekends like that. I spent the whole weekend prepping and doing work. And I need a day where I just do nothing. And I didn't get one of those this weekend. So my wife is out of town. Mrs. N is traveling for the next 3 weeks, so I won't see her until November, and it's kind of lonely in the house because all my kids are gone, and the struggle is real. So let me tell you, I spent the whole weekend working. Saturday, I was working on the student news that we do. I had to edit 3 episodes, and then I had to write 6 episodes because I don't like to do that stuff during the week. So it's all about getting ready for the week. And so that's one of the things that I have to do. I like to stay a week ahead on edited episodes, and I like to film 3 episodes every time we meet on Monday and Wednesday. There's really no way around it. It just takes a lot of time. The whole process for 1 episode takes about 2 hours. I have to film the episodes, then I have to sit down and I have to edit the episodes, and then I have to render the episodes, and it takes overall about 2 hours per episode. And so that's 6 hours right there, right? Then I have to write the news. So the writing process can be hard, especially to write 6 episodes a week, sometimes a week and a half, 2 weeks out is difficult because I don't have like a team of people that are collecting information to put in the news. I have to create all this stuff just out of the blue, and it takes a while, you know. It takes a long while, more than a few minutes. So that's another few hours spent writing the news. It took all day Saturday, all day just working on the news. And then so Sunday, I had a big old long list of things that I needed to get done. And I had to prep things for this week and just get ready for things that are happening. I got a few more things this year than I did in past years. This year we're doing RTI, so that's 2 new preps that I have to do. It just takes a long time. So I have a whole new set of kids that are coming into my classroom, and I want to be prepared. So I have 2 lessons there, and then I have an aide that comes in and helps me with some kids, and I want to have stuff for her to do as well. So that's 2 more preps that I have to do. And in addition to that, I got to get my own kids ready for some stuff. So anyways, it took a long time to get stuff going this week. So this week I'm going to roll out some CGI. So I don't know if you guys know this book right here. Can you see it? Extending Children's Mathematics, Fractions and Decimals, Innovations in Cognitively Guided Instruction. I love this book. And even though we are not in fractions and decimals at this moment, I'm trying to build that understanding right now through equal group word problems. So I'm working on that. In addition to that, we are rolling out thinking maps every single week. So a new thinking map this week is going to be can you see that? The bubble map. So the bubble map is it's just, think of it as a Venn diagram kind of thing. So over here, this is the two subjects right here. And then right here, these are the differences, and these are the similarities in the middle. So we're going to roll that out today. Got a social studies study guide that I'm going to send home today. And have the kids start working on some social studies quizzes, because I got no grades already. And the end of the trimester is, quickly approaching. So I went through my grade book yesterday, and I entered a bunch of grades. And I got some work to do. Got to get some reading. Every single subject, I got to get some more grades in. So that is my goal for the week. Get some grades for the grade book. Can you feel me, teachers? All right. I'm setting up these phones for this school tour that I made through Tour Creator. So I got all the phones set up here, and I'm trying to get them connected to the internet, but I don't know. Right. So I got a little visitor, Michael here. He is from Australia. Wait till you hear him talk. You'll know then. But he's here for a really interesting reason. I'm going to let him explain, all right?
Hey everyone, my name's Michael. As Darin said, I'm from Sydney, Australia. I'm here in the US for 4 weeks to look at and investigate augmented and virtual reality in education as part of a scholarship that I've won. And when I was planning my trip and what I was going to do, I thought I have to try and connect with some teachers who are doing some things over here, and Darin was the first person I found, and I connected with him, and he generously said, yep, come on over, have a look, and here I am, ready to learn today.
So right now the kids are doing their first tour on the Tour Creator that I made from our school, and they're having some problems getting the devices connected and through the tour. So a few of them have been kind of glitchy. Yesterday was a little hectic. Let me run you through this. I had a visitor come from Australia. Michael Turner, what's up? Thanks for coming in. He brought me some Tim Tams. You guys know what a Tim Tam is? Tim Tam is a little biscuit covered in chocolate. It's delicious. I shall not eat one now, but he left me some Tim Tams. He said that in Australia, there's something called a Tim Tam Slam, and let me show you what a Tim Tam Slam is. You must take the biscuit, and you bite off the corner right here, and then you bite off the opposite corner down here. You place said biscuit in your coffee, and you use your Tim Tam as a straw. I must say the Tim Tam is quite delicious. Quite delicious. Anyways, Michael got a scholarship to travel around the United States and look for teachers that are integrating augmented reality or virtual reality into their classrooms. And he's like, I just Googled teachers that are using virtual reality in their classrooms, and one of my videos came up. So he reached out to me over the summer, and I'm like, yeah, come on in. At the time, I didn't have all of that VR gear. Like, I was only using my Oculus, the Merge, that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot going on. I had done some expeditions, but I didn't even know that stuff was coming. So luckily, I was afforded the opportunity to have all that stuff in my classroom, and it arrived last week. So when he got here yesterday, I was ready to roll out a full-on tour of our school that I showed you earlier. And we couldn't get the devices to connect to the Wi-Fi, and it was a big learning experience. So I'm trying to iron out the wrinkles so that you guys, when you go and try this stuff, it'll be a much smoother experience and more enjoyable, hopefully. I did eventually get them connected, and a lot of the kids got to try out both VR and AR, and it was pretty cool. So now, got to figure out how to integrate it meaningfully into what I'm teaching. So that's what I'm working on now. Okay, so that was happening. In addition to that, in California, we do this thing called the Great California Shakeout, and that is a earthquake drill for the school, and we practice a reunification process with the parents. So we have an earthquake drill, we bring all the kids out into the field, and the parents come and they check their kids out. And that seemed to go pretty good, but another wrinkle in the day, right? In addition to that, I had a couple of student problems, and one had to send the kid up to the principal. Another one, and can you identify with this, teachers? Kid comes up to me, Mr. N, I don't feel good. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Go to the office. Go right now. What are you waiting for? Get out of here. So I sent him up to the office. They send him right back. They send him right back to my classroom. And I'm like, you guys, we have to come to an agreement here. I don't care if the kid is faking 100%. If they say they're going to throw up, you got to keep them in the office, because what is worse? Let's be honest here. I mean, I identify with this. I get it. I empathize. Nobody wants to deal with barf. But if a kid is going to throw up, would you rather have him throw up in here on the carpet in front of 31 of his classmates? Or would you rather have him throw up on the linoleum tile in the nurse's office in front of one person? Clearly, we would rather have them throw up in the office on the linoleum tile. Just saying. So please, if you are a nurse or a front office person, keep the kids up there if a teacher sends them up there with nausea. Please, please, I'm begging you, man. So the kid got to sit over here behind me in this red chair with a trash can close by. All right, here we are, Laker game. Lakers versus the Spurs. Third game of the season. Let's go check out the front of Staples. Always a fun time. Go Lakers! Guys, last night I went to the Laker game. Wah, wah. They came back and tied. Got smashed in the first quarter. They allowed 40 points in the first quarter, and if any of you guys know about basketball, that is a lot of points to let the other team score. Anyways, they came back. They fought back. They were, almost there the whole game, and then they came back and tied it. Then they took the lead. And then they went back behind, and the lead changed back and forth in the fourth quarter until the very end. With about a minute to go, they were down by 8 points, which is like game over, usually. So the Lakers fought back. They sent it to overtime, took the lead in overtime, and really, let's be honest, they should have won. But they blew the lead. LeBron missed 2 free throws at the end of the game, and the Lakers lost by a point. But let's keep in mind that I got these tickets for my best friend, Dave, who I've been best friends with since first grade, you guys. First grade. That's a long time. Anyways, he just had a birthday a couple weeks ago, and I got him these tickets, and we met up there. It was a fantastic time. Like, I love the Lakers. I love the Lakers. I love all my teams, but the Lakers are probably my favorite. They have brought me so much joy over the years, and really, I'm so lucky. They've won 16 championships, and I've gotten to see Magic play, and Kareem play, and Worthy play, and Kobe play, and Shaq play, and now I get to see LeBron play. I'm so lucky to be a Laker fan. Today is the first day of the World Series, and got my gear on. It's going to be an uphill battle. The Red Sox are a tough, worthy opponent for sure, to say the least. They won the most games in the whole league, both leagues. In the major leagues this year, they had the best record, and so they are the heavy favorites for sure. And my Dodgers, I don't know. It's the second year in a row that they are in the World Series, and again, feeling so blessed, so lucky to be a Dodger fan, because there are teams out there that have never gone to the World Series, let alone 2 years in a row. So super lucky. Go Dodgers. I hope you do it this year. I'm really pulling for you, as you can see. I went and checked out tickets. You guys, tickets for the Dodger game to sit at the very top. I mean, the very tip top of the stadium, which those seats, they got to be like $30-40 a piece, maybe on face value. They're selling for $700. The cheapest seat. Holy cow. Anyways, I would go just by myself if I can get a ticket, but man, that's a lot of change to part with. Would you agree? Yeah. So anyways, today is my science lab day, but it's also art day. So I don't have a lot of instructional minutes to work with today. So I'm going to have to squeeze a lot in. My high priorities are social studies and math. And I think today I'll try to prep RTI for tomorrow and Friday. I'll try to get that prepped. I also got to get the news edited from the footage that I shot yesterday. And I like to be ahead on that. And I was at the game yesterday, so I didn't have a chance to work on that. But I'm going to do that this morning. I have duty in about 15 minutes, and then I come back and the kids have science lab, and then they come back from that, and I have art. So it's just a crazy release day for me. So I'll have release time during art. I'll have release time during science lab, and my art wraps around recess. So really, I really won't start teaching until about 10:30 this morning, and then they go to lunch, and then they come back and we have PE, and there's the day. So I hope you're having a fantastic day. That's kind of just a little catch up on what's going on with me. I can't wait to hear how you're doing, because I've developed some good friends here in the comment section, and I hope that you can become one too. All right, here we go. Let's get this day going. Okay guys, I am here at the Bruno Mars concert. I just bought these tickets 2 hours ago and I'm like, Kendall, you want to go see Bruno Mars?
Oh yeah.
So you're not gonna believe the seats I got. It's unbelievable. I think we have to go up one more. We have to go up one more. Okay guys, if you can see, we're on the suite level guys. We're on the suite level. Sweet life of Mr. N and Little N. So we are rolling here guys. We are rolling with the big dogs.
Oh yeah.
We are on the suite level. This is entirely too fancy for us, but we got here and I only paid $80 for these tickets and we're sitting in a suite for the Bruno Mars concert. $80 guys, $80 and I can't wait to show you.
I mean to let us here we go.
What?
Yeah!
It's got to get on and sweaty. Los Angeles!
Look who it is.
Hey, I don't think I can hear you. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
See, it's working.
Yay! So will you just send me another link tomorrow?
Exactly. You guys, we are mystery Skyping with the donut-loving teacher today. Yeah, so excited. Can't wait to see who wins this. This is her class right here, and we'll have some fun. They came out of the box asking us if we're in Orange County. Okay, we just asked if they are north of Fresno, and they said yes. So we got to eliminate all of Southern California. Looking forward to this one. Here we go. It's their turn to ask us a question. Hey guys, we made it to the end of the week. Can you believe it? Another week in the books. It's already going to be November next week. How was your week? I had a wonderful week this week. Lots of learning going on. Some affirmations regarding how we are going through the process of learning through an assessment. Meaning, I gave a math assessment today, and the kids did so good. They were so confident, and they just felt so good about how well they did, and I'm really proud of them. And I was thinking about like the last couple of years, how things have gone in my classroom, and when you have student teachers, the one thing that happens is you lose touch. You lose touch with the craft of teaching because you're trying to teach a teacher how to teach, and you don't get to actually instruct your students. And so I can tell the difference between having a student teacher and not having a student teacher. And it's been really refreshing this year to really dig in and be able to do the things that I love to do. And that, like for instance, math. I love to teach math, and I love to dig in and go deeper with my students. And so I can tell the difference between me giving the instruction and having, trying to teach a student teacher how to teach math. Because, no one's going to have the same passion as you when it comes to instructing. And that's the difference. That's the trade-off when you take on a student teacher. You really have to release that responsibility to them and kind of just go with the flow. And, the students are never going to be exactly where you would have them. And, it works the other way. Maybe you have a really incredible student teacher and they will take them to a place that you wouldn't have taken them to. But as far as math goes, I just love teaching math, and I have a real eye for when a student is struggling and how to take them there and how to break down complicated concepts for a fourth grader into things that they can really understand. So it was a really good week. We mystery Skyped twice with a class from Florida. Thank you very much, Mary. And thank you very much, Staci. And we did another class in California, which was a whole different dynamic. It was really cool because they were a fifth grade class, and it was their first time. And we printed out a map that had the cities in California, and our kids were trying to narrow it down to a spot. And my class is getting really good at it. They're really learning how to think critically about which spots they're eliminating in order to figure out where the other class is. And they did a wonderful job today. We lost. It was really cool. Stacy's class, right out of the gate, they're like, "Are you guys," what did they say? "Are you guys in Orange County?" or something like that. And we're like, how do they know? Like, how hard is it going to be once they do that? It was interesting because like the map didn't even have counties on it. So how did they know to ask that question? I don't know. But it was wonderful. It was so much fun. So much fun. Because then we got to talk to them about the region that they're in. And that's something that we're studying right now. And I wish we could have asked a few more questions. But we ran out of time. Super fun. If you guys have a chance, you really want to do this, like if you really want to connect with a class, like let me know, reach out to somebody through Microsoft. They have a whole website where you can sign up and research somebody anywhere in the world to do a Skype session with and do a mystery with them. And so much fun. So much fun. I highly recommend it. What else did we do this week? We're finally moving along in social studies. Next week, we're going to begin our first novel study. And it's been a while since I've done a novel study. But we're going to do a novel study on Island of the Blue Dolphins. That riveting tale told by Scott Odell. It's not my favorite book, but some people love it. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time doing it. So hopefully we can go a little deeper into this novel and really, talk about symbolism and I don't know, it should be fun. There's a lot of cross-curricular connections too with it being a historical fiction novel and based off of the coast of California in a real island, the Channel Islands here. So, very cool book. We're going to start that next week. We're also going on a field trip to the Microsoft store, and I've vlogged about that the last 2 years, and I'll do that again for you. And then we're going to have a little Halloween celebration, and I don't know how I feel about that. You know how, I'm not a big fan of Halloween to begin with, but I got a costume this year. And let's see, what else? What else is going on? It's a busy week. Busy week next week. We're starting that novel. We're starting a new unit in math. We're going on that field trip. We have a party. Man, it's going to be a crazy week next week. It's going to be a crazy week. Anyways, I hope you had a great week too. I can't wait to hear about it. Comment below. Let me know how your week went. And gosh, you know what? Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, please, I beg you, please, hit that like and subscribe. Speaking of subscribing, I got a new student this week. It's always interesting when you get a new student in the middle of the year, right? Poor kid. I always feel bad for these children that come in the middle of the year. So we're 3 months in. We've already established a community, and he's walking into that. But my class is really loving, so they brought him right in, wrapped their arms around him, and really took him in. And I hope that he felt at home. The interesting part was when I was walking him to class with his parents, they're like, "Hey, we hear you have a YouTube channel. We're YouTubers too." And I'm like, "Whoa, really?" And I could already tell, the way they said it, my channel is super small, right? I think I have 3,000 subscribers or something like that. I knew theirs was going to be big, but I didn't know it was going to be this big. So they come in, and then she shoots me an email yesterday, and she goes, "Here, check out my Instagram and my YouTube channel." And it's a beauty vlog. And beauty vlogs, in general, are really popular on both of those platforms, right? So I click on it. It's like 1.5 million subscribers, and I'm like, "Can you do a shout out for lowly Mr. N here, please? I'd really appreciate it." Anyways, so if you're watching this, can you hit the subscribe button, please? I get the analytics. I know that so many people watch this that are not my subscribers. What are you doing? Just hit subscribe for me. What's it going to hurt? Anyways, if you are a returning viewer, you know how I feel about you. I love you. If you're a teacher, thank you for everything that you do. I really appreciate all of your hard work. We are getting closer and closer to Christmas, you guys. And I feel like I need a break. I need to take a day off. We have a day off coming up pretty soon, too. All right. Have a wonderful weekend and a great start to your week next week. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.